Welcome back to Las Vegas in the 2017 three-wall ball Outdoor World Championships. I'm David Fink, thrilled to be joined alongside by one-wall big ball and now three-wall big ball superstar Taiwan Cook. Taiwan, thank you for stopping by. I know that you're in between matches here and you're focused on winning the one-wall big ball singles and doubles and your XFX standing, so it's great to have you, one of the best players in the world, talking about this women's one-wall big ball singles semifinals. Danielle Daskalakis in the black, Sandy Ng in the red and white are going to be playing for a spot in the finals. Now,
I know, right? It's very amazing just to see these two. I watched the finals of them when they played inside the it was the ladies tournament in New York, and Sandy actually wound up taking out Danielle. They both go back and forth. It's just amazing just to see these two women just come out here and just put on an awesome show for us. It's like me playing Timball. I always use that as an analogy because we always either in the semifinals or the finals facing off just like these two young ladies here. So it's definitely going to be quite interesting. I'm trying to see who will win this one because I believe the last one was Danielle who took the tournament. The last time they faced here in Vegas, was it Danielle?
Yeah, it was.
You guys ready to go or you still need warm up?
They've been warming up for 50 minutes.
Yeah.
Which I think is sufficient. I think in big ball you really only need about 30 seconds. And they've got well beyond that. But you talked about these two young ladies putting on a show. They take their show global. They were in Mexico, they go to Europe, they're in Central America. They play everywhere and they're wanted everywhere by all these tournament directors because they're so great. They're great with every kind of game. I mean, they're great three-wall, four-wall. They play the Mexican fronton game with the hard ball.
Oh, front ball, yeah.
The front ball, yeah. They play it all, and they're great at everything. So
these ladies are two unstoppable, all-around players. Anything they put their hands on, they just owns it. It's definitely. I learned a lot from both Danielle and Sandy. We actually played in a mix just recently. I played with Sandy, and it was amazing. Yeah, she's such a humble, gracious, and she just have your back. So I always love these two as a singles players, and I love them to see them on the doubles court. And I'm wondering, you know, how it's going to turn out for them in the doubles.
I cheated. Right. Alan's got this line.
I think Alan Sanchez is going to be the head ref of this match.
If you hit me, I'll move over.
Sandy's opening it up with the first serve.
You guys need a shorts ref? Try to get this guy to watch this line. You guys busy?
You have any anticipation on the match, or who you think is going to take the first set?
Well, I've seen these ladies play a few times, not nearly as many as you, but I've seen you know, Sandy take big leads and Danielle come back to win.
All right, ladies.
That's happened here a couple of times, as a matter of fact. So this match is never over, regardless of the score.
Right. Score doesn't determine the end result.
They're playing 1 game to 25.
1 game to 25.
You have to serve to score.
0-0.
And Taiwan, talk a little bit about, as you see, 2 consecutive errors, one from Sandy and then an out serve from Danielle, but the wind out here and what effect it has on the big ball.
The wind factor here is it plays a tremendous role in our performance because we're not used to that in New York. It's really gusting wind, so it kind of drifts the ball. When you think it's going left, it might shift right, and some of the times if you throw up a beautiful lob, it might just glide out. So it's very frustrating because you have to battle that, you know. But I think we've been playing with this for the whole week, so I think we kind of used to it in a way. But it's still a little distracting because, of course, the courts is kind of wooden as well, so it kind of alone, the wood might ricochet your shots. But then you having a wind on top of it, it kind of makes it better for us. But let's see if these ladies could be able to adjust. I think this is one of the best one-wall courts here.
Yeah, I agree.
It's kind of flat.
Yeah. You talked about the wind. It can even make world-class players like yourself and these ladies look silly because the wind blows the ball right before you're about to swing, and then all of a sudden you've hit, you know, what would have been an easy shot for you over the fence.
Absolutely.
Or way out. That's a great shot from Danielle on the run. And I think the best part of Sandy's game, and she can do it all, but she really can get you on a string.
Yes.
When she gets you off the court, she'll keep you off the court from side to side.
Yes. She have 2 great hands. Right. And I love the way she gets so low when she wants to finish the volley.
Oh, just
No
amazing
get. It's a
shots.
point.
You know, I watched Sandy play for the first time when she was about 15, and I thought, oh my gosh. I mean, I couldn't believe it.
Such an amazing player.
Yeah.
3-0.
Sandy had a knee injury a couple of years ago. It's a great shot from Sandy. Wrong footing, Danielle.
Yeah.
But I believe tore her ACL or MCL. That was in a
4-0.
four-wall event at the New York Athletic Club. Took her about a year before she was back on the court, and
Skip, side out.
it doesn't look like there's any
Physical,
residuals
right, yeah.
from that. And I see the tape on the knee. I don't know if that's from the same surgery
Zero
or not,
serves
but looks
four.
like she's moving well.
Yeah. Maybe it's a little mental.
Could be.
I think it's
Outside.
mental because she's moving amazing.
Yeah.
And she's really owning every volley.
One
She's trying to
serves four.
keep Danielle on defense.
Look at the power.
Right out.
That's with authority down the line.
You could just see it in her eyes that she definitely wants this match so bad.
4 serves 1.
Really hides her shots down the right well. And Sandy's one of the few, and that was a skip.
Yeah, I think that was a skip ball.
I can't see what that did.
Was
Was it,
a
Dave?
skip.
As you would see what Allen's
Just play
final
that over,
decision.
lady. Sorry, that wall.
From
Trick.
here, it looked like a skid ball.
It did hit the ground first. And I know what they mean by the wall
Same
because
score,
there
4-1.
is a little bit of uneven there.
Yeah.
But that one definitely hit the floor first. But they're going to play it over, so Sandy
Point.
ends up getting the next point. But Sandy is one of the few really top big ball players that
5
uses
serves 1.
the whip primarily to end the rallies.
Yes.
Because you see most big ball stars like yourself and Timbo use the stiff arm
The stiff
paddle.
arm. Yeah.
And both these ladies use the whip. One of the reasons why they're the top big ball and
Outside.
small ball players.
Absolutely.
Sandy's very competitive.
Very.
You wouldn't know
Score
it.
is 1 serves
She
5.
says very little.
Nice touch there by Danielle.
Skip, it's a point.
And Danielle was trying to use her body there, but the ball got a little bit too far away from her, and Sandy had a good look
2
at that.
serves
She has to
5.
be frustrated with herself there.
Yeah, because she had an opportunity to drag it cross corner because she
Yeah.
had Danielle boxed out. Nice.
Point.
Great shot there from Danielle. Stands her ground.
Sandy has really mastered the whip with both
3
hands.
serves
right.
5.
She can go either side, either corner. She can do so much with this ball.
The essence is such an important part of the game, the block,
Yes.
using your body.
Point.
It kind of shields the ball, so you kind of can't see it. So I think that's one of, for me, that's my strength. I should love to keep the
4
ball around
serves
my body,
5.
Right.
then wait for that shot. I think a lot of us New Yorkers, we go with that same concept.
Great match here so far. That ball way in. Sandy
Point.
misjudges it. That was not the
Time
win.
out cold. That's your first
Sandy
one.
taking her first time out.
Oh, no, sorry.
I wonder what the
Mark it
score
up.
is.
Yours.
It's about 5-5 or something. It's either tied or Sandy's up by 1. Early goings here in this
You guys
one-game
didn't buffet
match to
yet?
25.
Right, because it's
Playing
very
for a spot in
important
the
just to
final.
really
Dinner
take the
one.
first half
I just went right now. They have
jumping on it real quick before your
Couldn't even
opponents,
eat. I'm
because if
saying,
you
what a
open up the
waste.
game with at least 10-0,
Right.
you have the momentum.
Yes. You can blow a very good player out by gaining that momentum early.
Yes.
And all of a sudden you're rolling. But right now there's not much separating these two. Sandy got off to a nice start. 5-1 lead. Now Danielle's on the comeback, and you see Sandy has called the 1-minute timeout here.
Both ladies, they know each other games like the back of their hands.
Yes.
So
Not just a spot in the final on the line here, but also this is going to be a big match in determining the women's X-Fest champion, because both these ladies are in the running
yes.
for that. So the points
Okay,
gained by
time in.
winning this match could be
Danielle,
the
the
difference
score is
between
5-all.
who wins it or who comes in second or third.
Absolutely. Wow.
That's a point.
Nice.
You talked about the two-handed whip from Sandy. That's the two-handed whip
6
from
serves
Danielle.
5.
Danielle. Yeah.
Both of these ladies is very hard to beat.
Yeah.
Point.
These international pro elite players, they've just been here on
7,
this big
serve
stage
5.
numerous times.
Outside. Point.
Sandy hit that one way out on the right side. She's getting a little frustrated. I can see it.
8, serves 5.
Wow.
Now
Half
that's a
outside
frustration shot that worked out for Sandy, because she's going for broke there. She's
Score
upset.
is 5, 8.
Look at that power.
Oh.
Point.
I watch both ladies come down so hard on themselves when they playing with a lot of errors, unforced errors.
6,
But you know your
serve,
capabilities. So I see Sandy shaking her head like, come on, you got this.
Danielle.
Wow.
That's
Point.
one for the highlight reel, Taiwan.
Definitely a highlight moment right there. Danielle punched
7,
the ball.
serving 8.
Sandy just bent her knees so low that she was able to hit that roller.
Now, before that Hail Mary punch fist overhand kill from Sandy, she'd lost 7 straight points. She connected on that from 34 feet, and now look at her.
She just, from that punch from the long line, it just changed
It's changed everything.
8 all.
Sometimes you have to go for the big winners from the back.
You're right. I agree with that. Great angle there from Danielle, but you mentioned how these ladies can get frustrated with themselves. Danielle came to my tournament in Pittsburgh about 14, 15 months ago, the summer of 2016. She played an amazing match against Arthur Syed in the one-wall big ball. I mean, I never saw anything like it. She lost 21-18, and she was so upset with herself. And I couldn't understand that, because I was thinking, you just played one of the best matches I've ever seen.
8.
But like you said, she knows her abilities.
Her abilities. So she like, even that's not enough for her.
Right.
And I think it's just a player, because sometimes I get that way as well. Some players may say, oh, Taiwan, you play great. But I go, okay, I appreciate it, but I know I can do more.
Yeah.
So it's knowing you can do more.
Score is
Right.
8, serves 9.
Beautiful serve up the right line. I don't know how Sandy was able to hit that. And what a finisher there by
Side
Danielle.
Jesus.
Sometimes you give a player that much
Nah, that's gonna be
time,
in the way.
and you might
That's
see
gonna
an
be in the
error,
way.
but
That's why I'm moving back.
not there from Danielle.
Cool.
Danielle just rips that
Second one.
an inch high.
Then Sandy
Cross
now,
court snake.
it was an amazing
Timeout.
shot. Sandy now takes a
The
second
second
time out.
Nigga, I'm like this.
It could be
That shit's
too
definitely gonna
early
be
in the
way.
game for you to take both timeouts.
He took your spot.
Remember, Taiwan, there's also halftime at 15. So when the first player scores 15, there's a 3-minute break. So Sandy does have that additional break.
I think she should have used that one at that time, because I think the point is almost near 15.
I think it's about 9-9.
9-9, okay.
So
maybe she wanted to be the one to go from 9 to 15, then have that extra time out there to finish the game.
Now, these women are not just playing the matches that are on the show court. They're in 4 divisions, so they're playing all day. So we don't know how fatigued Sandy is right now. She might be tired from a 3-wall match earlier. So hard to say. And also now, I consider this day 4 seasons in an hour.
Absolutely.
I mean, I see you wearing a hoodie sweatshirt, and now all of a sudden it's 85 degrees.
Yes.
And about 15 minutes ago it was about 55 degrees.
Right.
Oh.
So, I mean, you have to be dressed for everything out here.
Yes.
All right, guys. Score is 9-8.
Right now, we
9-8.
consider very difficult playing conditions. A lot of wind, and the sun is now
Outside.
beating down. And I know that you New Yorkers are not used to this kind of heat, particularly not
10
in late
serves
September.
8.
Sandy jams Danielle there. Is that a play that you like
8
to try and
10.
use,
Yes.
Taiwan?
I love to jam my opponent at all costs,
Okay.
because it gives me the setup for the.
Wow.
It's a point.
What a beautiful put down there.
Yes.
It gives me the setup for the next shot, and it kind of because when
9
you are a
serves
player
10.
and you just use your shooting abilities, then if that's not working, you know, you have to switch it up a little bit. And those are one of the things that I use to generate some of my points, because I have a lot of power, and I feel like we should be able to use that in order to get majority of our points.
10 serves 9.
Are there any hard feelings, Taiwan, in one wall when your opponent's using the block and you have to come in there and take a big swing and then you hit them? But I mean, are there hard feelings because of that?
Most of the time, it depends on how you do it. If it's intentional, we'll look at each other like, I get it. I get that you had to make a play of the ball, but you didn't have to do it in that way. So it's about how you do it. Like, I'm always cautious with anyone when I'm swinging because I kind of have a stiff arm side swing. So I know that I can connect with other players if they not giving me that much room. So I'm always cautious. Some of the players, they just go for their swing. They doesn't care who's standing there. So it's about, and yes, they have a lot of feelings. It'd be a lot.
I mean, I see the arguments over the line calls and whatnot, but are there arguments over that as well?
I think it become argumentative when the ref doesn't see it. So it's like you're not acknowledging that this person is, doing these things. So that's become frustrating.
One serve, Sandy.
But once it's acknowledged, I think the game could kind of go smooth.
Thought it was over. Sorry.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think the serve was called out on the right side.
Sandy's now appealed.
What'd you see on that serve? Where the ball landed?
From here.
Side out.
Okay. Side out call.
That's a double fault.
Score is
and that was right after an amazing ace that Sandy hit.
Which she's now in the lead.
Outside.
Nice let go there by Sandy.
Yeah, sometimes the best shots are the ones you let go.
Yeah.
Ball in. Score is 12, serving 10.
Everything is about mental and confidence. Once you have confidence, you have the game.
Right.
You can tell in a person's body language or their face or if they're nervous. So once you have a player that doesn't really have that in a particular game, you're kind of in trouble, especially if they're playing good. So that's when I play in a lot of games, I try to show more confidence, show more that I want this game.
Yeah.
Because you can definitely see it in a player. Who's frustrated, who's worrying about the calls. I think Danielle should have called that block just to reset the volley.
Really,
scores, 12 serving 10.
A really high level match here, going back and forth.
Yeah, screen serve.
Sandy had the early lead. Danielle
half a short.
Tied the score at 6.
And then ran with it.
She had the lead. Now it's Sandy.
Outside.
That's the 3rd time she served it out.
Can't afford to make those kind of mistakes.
Score is 10, serving 12.
She have to definitely lessen those mistakes because that could cost her.
Just misses that.
Point. 11. Hold it. Sorry. 11 serving 12.
I noticed that Sandy goes for a lot. So when doing so, it kind of, your ratio, you're going to hit some of them out if it's not.
Right.
Ooh. Behind you, Sandy.
So she got to lessen those mistakes and really, I just noticed 2 previous volleys that where she shifted over and took it with her right instead of her left. I think she should do more of those. Just switching over, taking it with her right.
Score is 12 serves 11.
Well, it gives you more options, and it also hides your shot better.
Yeah.
Danielle is a lefty, so it's going to be easier for Sandy to hit that inside-out drive to the right to get it to Danielle's right. Not that Danielle's right's not strong. It is.
But you want majority of your setups to come from her right rather than her left. She's really moving Sandy very well, keeping her on defense.
New game, 12 all, ladies.
It's a new game.
And Taiwan, I know there's a lot of singles tournaments for the men, one wall big ball in New York, but I don't see too many women's singles in New York.
Yeah, that's such unfortunate because there's a lot of women that play really good singles, but it'd be poor participants. They don't really participate a lot in a lot of the women's tournaments, which it should be that way in order to expand it. But I hope next year they open the. I think this year was the really majority of the tournaments was women. They kind of do a lot of women tournaments, not single necessarily. We had the citywide this year.
Yeah.
We had the nationals, and Lady Ballers was doubles. So they don't really throw a lot of the singles tournaments for the women. And we had Queen of the Court as well. I think those were the 3 tournaments
And who won those for the women in the
14,
singles?
serve 12.
Jenny Q took the if I believe she took the queen of the court.
Okay. I know that Danielle
Danielle
beat Jenny in the national.
In the nationals, the citywide. I think it was just doubles for the women.
Okay.
If I missed, yes. So
Jenny Q is entered here. She won this last year.
yeah.
She beat Sandy and Danielle.
Oh, and it was actually one more. It was called Last Man Standing in Women's PHA. They threw open singles not too long ago. I believe it was 2 weeks ago. Danielle actually wound up taking that. She played Afia, and she beat her 21-20. So that was a great win. It was an awesome match. So Danielle's been really stepping it up in singles, taking a few titles. And who won the Mexico? Was it Quasia? Quasia Watson? I think she beat Karen inside the Mexico International Tournament.
I'm not sure about that one. I know that Danielle and Sandy traveled to Mexico to play in a front ball.
Okay.
And they took third and fourth. They both lost close matches in the semifinals. Sandy by 1 point, Danielle I think by 2 points, both in tiebreakers. And they're playing against women there that specialize in that game with that ball, using the line on the front wall, and they're still able to do almost
so well.
Right now we are at halftime. The players are taking a break, Taiwan, but we're not. We're going to keep chatting. So much to talk about. We don't really have time for a break.
And I believe Jenny Q, who she have to face off to earn a spot inside the finals?
I think it's Tracy Davis. I'm going to get my draws up here. This wind is just ripping across this complex right now. I hate to be the weatherman, but I mean, this wind at gusts of 35 miles per hour.
Yes.
You put too much weight on, man. That's what it was. That's el rito. Yeah, right. 215. Yeah, but I look
Jenny
good.
Q will face Ireland's Martina McMahon.
She actually took out Crystal.
Right.
She took her out like it was nothing.
25-6.
Yes. I was very surprised. And it was definitely a refreshing just to see the Ireland. She just took out the one. Crystal was amazing in singles. She's one of the top players in singles in New York.
Well, Martina McMahon just did a clinic for us, Taiwan, in the backcourts with the juniors. She told the juniors she's putting 20 hours a week into her game. So when you're putting that kind of time in, you're going to come here. It doesn't matter if you haven't played.
Right. I always say hard work beat talent anytime.
Yes.
You have to put in that work. Your work ethic inside this sport have to be there.
The people winning are those putting the most hours in.
Right. Because I always say, as a player, as a pro player, you can win a title, but can you maintain it? Can you stay there? Can you stay on top? That's the hardest thing to do.
15 serving 12.
Stay at the #1, #2 rankings for years.
Right.
So that's hard.
Outside.
Both ladies start off with back-to-back airs here in this second
12
half.
serving 15.
Similar to how the match started. And then we saw some just amazing handball. 3 straight airs, though, in the second half.
Yeah. Danielle have to move her feet a little more. She's lacking footwork there. Because she have to know that Sandy is not just going to give that ball directly to her. She's going to make her work for every point, every shot.
Strange serve there, Taiwan. Sandy hits an underhand serve. Is that kind of a change-up?
Yeah.
Change of pace?
She's definitely started to do that. Throw the pace off and throw a few.
16,
when
7,
we actually
12.
played in the mix, this was her serve for that day. And we played amazing.
Okay.
So
I love to see when a player have diverse and different styles and different, they're not just doing the same serve. Because I know a lot of the times your opponent can read that.
17, 12.
So when you throw a little loop in there like this, it kind of works in her favor. Excellent get there by Sandy.
It really was.
Do you see how low Sandy gets to the floor? is amazing.
Point.
Sandy just comes over top of that shot and keeps the ball down. That's a 4-wall play
You have to.
with the small ball. And it works with the big ball.
Yeah.
You just saw it work.
Score is 18, serving 12.
Here we go, Sandy's.
Now a fist cross-court pass. She's got Danielle out of position. But
Outside.
Danielle sneaks in and takes that out of the air. Takes control of the rally.
It's her awesome punch. She just randomly punched the ball. It kind of throw you off. You don't know what's going to come from that left.
Score is 12, serving 18.
Out.
Outside.
But
Ball, please.
I don't see Danielle's
Thank
ace
you, sir.
serve yet this match. She normally have a few aces in there.
Right.
Score is 18, serving 12.
She's serving the ball really high, and she's not keeping it low.
Yeah, black ball.
That's cool. Danielle have to figure this out, figure something out with a strategy. That's something that's working.
Game score, 18-12.
And stick with it. That was awesome.
Yes.
Sandy's very patient.
Yes.
She's relying on Danielle to make that first move,
Right.
and then she just
19, serves 12.
counters that.
We've seen 4 different serves
Outside.
from Sandy
Out ball.
in the last 6 serves.
Timeout call, that's your first one.
Danielle looks a
Score is
little
20-12.
shaken, frustration.
All right.
Well, it's a very difficult deficit to overcome. 20
Yeah.
to 12 when you're going to 25.
Yeah.
It's a water bottle top.
And when you're on court, it's like a blink of an eye. You don't know what happened at that that moment. Like,
right.
what shifted?
Wait a minute, I'm down by 8? I thought I was just in this match.
Yes, we were just 2 points, in the
Yeah.
race. She was leading by 2. I would then regain it, leading by 2. But now Danielle, she's like, wow, Sandy's went on a almost 10-point spree right here. I think the score is at 20 or 21.
20 to 12 right now in favor of Sandy. They went to halftime. Sandy had a 15 to 12 lead, and she scored 5 straight here in this second half. Remember, they were tied at 12, so it's 8 straight points now for Sandy.
Oh. Time it.
I'll have to say, this is the best I've ever seen Sandy play.
Yes.
I mean, it's just
All right,
outstanding.
ladies.
Last
Score
year,
is
this is what
20 to
Jenny
12.
did to Sandy
Absolutely.
in the final. We hadn't seen Jenny before, and it looks like Jenny's inspired Sandy to take her game to another level.
Absolutely. A player would do that to the next. Like, wow.
Because a couple weeks after this event, Jenny and Sandy matched up again at
Side
the U.S.
out.
Open, and Sandy took her out after losing 25 to 8.
Oh, yes. I actually
12,
sat right
sir.
there to
Oh,
watch
sorry.
that match.
12,
It was
sir,
She beat her
amazing.
11-8 in the tiebreak.
In the tiebreak.
What a match that was.
Because the first set was, I think Jenny Q took the first set just easily.
Outside, the point.
Then Sandy started fighting back in that second set. In the tiebreak, she just came out swinging.
13, serves 20.
Because I believe when you go to a tiebreak, you must go in that last tiebreak just going for all your shot, withholding nothing. And Sandy keeping, they both trying to keep each other around their body.
A lot of pro players are watching this match right now, and that just goes to show you,
Outside.
if a pro player is going to stop what they're doing to come and watch, you know you're at the absolute top of the
Score
sport.
is
Absolutely.
20, serving 13.
Beautiful serve.
The referee
Side
could
out.
have caught a block there, but let Danielle take the shot, and I think
Gave him that
Danielle is
opportunity.
happy that he did.
This right now is the opportunity. She has to make her mark here. Shift.
Score is
She has to
13,
take that
serving
torch.
20.
Danielle's got to make her move here.
Nice stance.
Point.
You see Sandy roll her eyes there.
14, serving 20.
I don't think she was too happy about that block and contact.
Yeah, we were just speaking
Point.
about that.
Right. And I knew by the eye roll she didn't enjoy it. Now all of a sudden, Danielle back in this match. I would say at 15-20, you're in it. 12-20, you're
Wow.
getting the car warmed up.
Wow, what an
Side
amazing
out.
shot there by Sandy.
Or as New Yorkers would say, calling up the taxi.
Right.
Yeah.
Score is 20, serving 15.
Getting your subway pass out.
Ooh.
Oh my gosh.
Side out.
I see you just marked that on your scorecard, Taiwan, with a big red marker.
Right.
So we'll see
Score is 15, serves 20. Hold it.
if that has a big impact here.
The fuck is this?
Our referee using an undesirable there.
Who wants to come back out? All right. Sorry, ladies. I want you to trip on it.
Yeah, the
Watch your
win
shit.
is definitely not our friend this
Same
year.
score, Danielle. 15-20.
What a serve. Nice.
Point.
Take how deep out. On
After
the right
8
side.
straight
Score is
points from
16,
Sandy,
20.
4 straight and counting for Danielle, who's on a roll now. What a shot. Oh my gosh.
Outside.
Sandy took Danielle on a tour of the court to all corners and then misses the put away. Didn't need to hit that put away that close to the line, but she actually mishit that a little bit. She
Yeah.
wasn't going for the line.
She should
Score
have
is
just put it there.
17-20.
I always say when you work hard, when you running everything down,
Uh-huh.
that's when your opponents will miss.
Okay.
Because you're running everything. Like while I hit all my good shots, my best shots, and she's getting them.
That's interesting and true.
Wow. I think the win took that one.
Point.
Sandy all of a sudden is frustrated, and it's obvious.
18, serving 20.
Wow.
I
6
hate to
straight
think
points.
My declaration that this is the best I've ever seen her play
Right.
could have
Get
been some
ball.
sort of
Side out.
curse. But she's not been the same player since she reached 20.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Score is 20, serving 18.
Wow.
Yep.
Side
what a
out.
punch winner.
And when things are going your way, everything's landing. Catching the lines,
18, serves 20.
very quick service inning there for Sandy. Didn't even get into a rally.
Yeah.
Wow.
And Danielle gives it right back.
Sandy has to tell herself, this is my chance now.
Right.
I have to do it now.
Well, I think Sandy's got to score at least one
20,
here
serving
least.
to
18.
break this momentum. I would say 2 puts her back in the driver's seat.
Wow. She just overran that one.
Side
I think
out.
that was probably the most important rally of this match right there for Sandy.
Score is
Sandy with
18,
another
serving
easy
20.
put away air. Her second and 3 points.
And not scoring,
Oh no.
it
Point.
puts you in the danger zone.
Yes.
You have to score at least 1 point, as you just mentioned, just to break that ice.
timeout
Yeah.
call. That's your last one.
Because Danielle is creeping in.
Huh? Like only 2?
That's her last
And a
one, I believe.
25? Oh, yeah. Who would I have to clear that up with? Is
not
3
bad.
timeout?
Danielle is playing both formats, Taiwan, so she thought that there were only 2 timeouts in this format, but there's 2 timeouts in the 2 out of 3 point format.
Right.
But in this one game to 25, you do get 3. And it's easy to be confused because each of these games has slightly different rules.
Right.
And, you know, we want to keep the same rules that players are used to playing with at home. We don't want to have you guys
Confuse
come,
them. Right.
you know, play one wall and you're playing a totally different format than you would play
Right.
in New York. So, but it is confusing because, you know, you play 3 wall in the first part of the day and you might be playing rally scoring. You know, you're playing 2 out of 3 games. Everything's different here.
You just have to be conditioned to play in a big event like this.
Right.
Because, you know, you have to prepare your mind, your body. That I'm going to be out here all day. That I'm going to be playing, you know, numerous games, matches. And it's about who is just,
Score is 19, serving 20.
who is more in better shape, I say, that can last this long.
Also, you got to be able to execute in the clutch.
You have to.
Outside.
And Danielle, I think that's the right shot there, Taiwan. She just misses it by 2 inches.
Yeah.
And
Score
sometimes
is 20, serving
happens.
19.
Wow. 1 point. She just leading by 1 point.
Terrible serve from Sandy.
Wow. Danielle has been really painting the lines the baselines, passing shots.
No
Side out.
block called there, and it sets up a setup for Danielle, who just calmly hits a roller.
19 serves 20.
Both these ladies playing it safe
Wow.
on their serves.
Side out.
Danielle with a couple of fly kill first strike opportunity errors. She could very well be leading right now if she's converted those shots.
Yeah.
20, serving 19.
And I think Danielle has seen with this lob serve, she's getting the fly kill opportunities.
That's a point.
That's seeking that change. She just
Very
scored that
tough
point.
serve there. And you know that with this wind, when you're hitting the ball from
21-19.
that far back in the corner. Big setup. Wow,
Wow.
what a shot.
That's a point.
Excellent dive there. Sandy really wants this match. She's like, okay,
gosh.
Nothing was dirty.
I can get it.
Sometimes when you're feeling the nerves, which I think
22-19.
Sandy is right now, it's easier to hit the diving re-kill than it is a point-blank setup.
Right.
Because right now, Sandy's not putting the ball down. That was her first kill in almost 10 minutes. And now she's got Danielle on the ropes. Danielle's doing all the running here in this rally.
Oh, the wind just took
Yep.
that one
Fucking
and just
wind.
dragged it to the floor.
Timeout. Second one.
I believe
wind
Sandy is
is
2
killer.
points away.
Yes, 23-19.
play now?
Sandy
play Taiwan,
leads.
Kali?
Both players have used 2
Right here?
timeouts.
Show court?
Well, Sandy's used
Ah,
all
big
3.
time.
Danielle's used 2 of hers.
You pulled it?
I think, Taiwan, you're feeling pretty good about that hoodie you're wearing right now. As
Yeah.
The wind chill now
What you
into the
should've been doing is
50s,
fucking stretching it out the whole time, getting it
despite
rubbed
the
down.
sun still being
Getting it
out.
rubbed down. Once you start
Once
playing,
the sun
once
go
you start
down-
playing, then she goes away.
Oh.
Once you start playing, she goes away with the general.
The sun goes down with this
After
wind,
wind
it's
lose,
not going
whatever,
to be
ice that shit.
pleasant.
Ice that shit. Telling you, nigga. This is us? Oh, that's you? All right, ladies, time in.
2 points from the finals here is Sandy Ng. Danielle
Ball in.
sporting the
Los.
all black WPH jersey and shorts.
All right, ladies, score is
Very sharp look.
23-19.
Just amazing shots here.
I thought it was
I
out.
saw it out.
Yeah, I saw it out as well from up here.
Why such a
Definitely
late
looked like it
call,
was
though?
out.
I thought it was out as well.
Yeah.
He didn't make the call.
Yeah, he didn't make
Outside,
the
you
call.
gotta
He
make the
said
call,
he
Pop.
also saw it out,
That's a
but
point.
he hesitated to make
I
the
saw
call.
it out as well.
It was out. Now match point.
I'm reffing the game.
Match
Give me a
point.
second.
Our referee
24,
taking
match
a phone
point,
call
serves
there.
19.
You don't see that in every sport, Taiwan. Goes for the ace, comes up short.
I think she should stick with the same high serve. It took her from
One
20
serve,
to
Sandy.
24.
Oh, that caught Danielle off guard. That could have been a screen, not called. That's out.
Outside.
Yeah, we have it.
Match.
Sandy earned herself a spot in the finals.
That was an amazing match, Taiwan. I mean,
Absolutely.
so many great rallies, such great athleticism
go
from
for?
these ladies.
To the point that I didn't even know who was going to win. I was
Yeah,
on the
you
edge
didn't-
of my seat here.
We didn't know until that very last shot from Danielle drifted out on the left sideline. Wow. That was a great one.
Wow.
Taiwan, I want to thank you for sitting in here. I know that you're going to be getting ready for your upcoming matches in the one-wall big ball singles and doubles. Wish you luck in those. You won't need it. 2012 world champion you are in Ireland. Congratulations on
Thank
that
you.
title.
Thank you,
Many,
Dave.
many other titles that we don't have time to list right now, but we're going to take a quick break here. From Las Vegas, I'm Dave Fink. My broadcast partner, Taiwan Cook, and all the rest of us here at the WPH. You stay tuned. We'll see you in a bit.